Did you know that the hi-hat started life as a thing called a lowboy or a snowshoe? As you can see from the pictures, the two cymbals are there, but it's way down on the floor, and the only way to play it is with your foot. So I'm guessing you could get the chick, chick, chick sound the way we can today, and also the sound of marching cymbals. But the key was that it was down on the floor and only playable with your foot. It wasn't until the 1920s, and there was a group of drummers, I think included in that group was Baby Dodds and another drummer called Barney Wahlberg. And they were credited with the development of the modern day hi-hat. So they got the tube to raise the height of the cymbals, then the rod going down in the middle attached to the foot, so you could not only play it with your foot, but also with your stick. Funnily enough, in and around the same time, there was great development in jazz, and obviously the hi-hat helped there. Anyway, very, very, very brief history of the development of the hi-hat. Today, we are going to be looking at stepped hi-hats. This may well be one of the most straightforward, at least appears to be one of the most straightforward exercises that you are going to work on your kit. All right, but do not be deceived, because you'll see as we progress that even though it's one exercise split in three parts, that those three parts, whenever you progress to play different patterns later on in your playing career, that it can just get that bit more tricky. So this is the place to start. So absolute beginners, let's go. We're going to be looking at stepped hi-hats. Hello drummers, it's Alan here, and welcome to the Belfast Drum Channel. Alright, foundation level, beginner level drummers, let's get started. We're going to take three simple rhythms that you should be able to play, but we're going to play them on the ride cymbal, alright? And then eventually we're going to add in the stepped hi-hats. And I'll show you how we're going to do that, where we're going to play the hi-hat. So, let's do a simple backbeat. Now we're going to add in stepped hi-hats, firstly on 2 and 4. That should be relatively straightforward. Alright. Now we're going to play it on 1 and 3. So now it's going to go along with our bass drum. 3, 4. And now we're going to play all 4 on our hi-hat. 1, 2, 3, 4. If you need to stop in between those, that's absolutely fine. If not, and you're able to slide from one to the other the way that I did there, that's cool as well. All right? But that's essentially what the whole exercise is about. Now we're going to change the pattern. Let's go. All right, so let's choose our second rhythm. We're going to use what I call rock rhythm number 1. And of course, this is all about stepped hi-hats. So we're going to put the pattern on the ride cymbal and then back to the start with our hi-hat stepped on 2 and 4. 1, 2, 3, 1. Then 1 and 3. 1, 1, 3, 1, 3, 1. Then on all 4. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. All right. As you can see, you could actually choose just about any rhythm. I'm starting with these patterns that I do with my beginner drummers on kit. Not necessarily saying that we do it and we immediately go on to stepped hi-hats, but we do eventually incorporate that using rhythms that they're familiar with. So you could do that too. And finally, we're going to play this rhythm and add in our stepped hi-hats, starting on 2 and 4. Then 1 and 3. Then all 4. Hopefully you can see where I'm going with this. As soon as we start to add in little rests and the pattern becomes slightly more syncopated, then this becomes a tiny bit more tricky. You got to think about what you're doing. You got to focus on your stepped hi-hat. The key is to keep on counting, keep thinking to yourself, right, I've got to maintain this pattern. And sometimes the way I like to think about it is you get to the point eventually later down the line as a developing player where you can actually do this and you're not really thinking about it. You know, the amount of concentration that you need to give to that is reduced way down. But at the start, you're pulling in 4 different ways, aren't you? It's like the start of 4-way independence. That essentially is the exercise, beginner, foundation level drummers. I hope you have fun with that. Do try some other patterns that you enjoy, some other rhythms that you enjoy, and obviously the ones that aren't written for the ride cymbal, and try to put that in. Now, this is for beginner drummers, foundation level drummers, so there's lots of other things that we can do as we progress as drummers and play the hi-hat in different parts. But this, especially for you, to get you started working on those stepped hi-hats. Hope you enjoyed this. If you did, I'd be grateful for a thumbs up. If you haven't already subscribed to my channel, I'd be grateful if you do that. There's lots of other lessons just for channel members only on my subscription channel and Buy Me a Coffee. And I would look forward to seeing you over there. All right, but for now, bye, and I look forward to seeing you on the next video. Bye. Drummers, it's Alan here, and welcome to the Belfast Drum Channel.